We can't go back to normal. How will coronavirus change the world? Everything feels new, unbelievable, overwhelming. At the same time, it feels as if we've walked into an old recurring dream. In a way, we have. We've seen it before, on TV and in blockbusters. We knew roughly what it would be like, and somehow this makes the encounter not less strange, but more so. Every day brings news of developments that, as recently as February, would have felt impossible, the work of years, not mere days. We refresh the news not because of a civic sense that following the news is important, but because so much may have happened since the last refresh. These developments are coming so fast that it's hard to remember just how radical they are. Cast your mind back a few weeks and imagine someone telling you the following: within a month, schools will be closed. Almost all public gatherings will be cancelled. Hundreds of millions of people around the world will be out of work. Governments will be throwing together some of the largest economic stimulus packages in history. In certain places, landlords will not be collecting rent, or banks collecting mortgage payments, and the homeless will be allowed to stay in hotels free of charge. Experiments will be underway in the direct government provision of basic income. Large swathes of the world will be collaborating, with various degrees of coercion and nudging, on a shared project of keeping at least 2 meters between each other whenever possible. Would you have believed what you were hearing? It's not just the size and speed of what is happening that's dizzying. It's the fact that we have grown accustomed to hearing that democracies are incapable of making big moves like this quickly, or at all. But here we are. Any glance at history reveals that crises and disasters have continually set the stage for change, often for the better. The global flu epidemic of 1918 helped create national health services in many European countries. The twin crises of the Great Depression and the Second World War set the stage for the modern welfare state. But crises can also send societies down darker paths. After the terrorist attacks of September 11, government surveillance of citizens exploded, while George W. Bush launched new wars that stretched into indefinite occupations. As I write this, the U.S. military's current attempt at reducing its troop presence in Afghanistan, 19 years after the invasion, is being slowed by coronavirus-related complications. Another recent crisis, the 2008 financial crash, was resolved in a way that meant banks and financial institutions were restored to pre-crash normality, at great public cost, while government spending on public services across the world was slashed. Because crises shape history, there are hundreds of thinkers who have devoted their lives to studying how they unfold. This work, what we might call the field of crisis studies, charts how, whenever crisis visits a given community, the fundamental reality of that community is laid bare.